We need to talk about the elephant in the Bethesda office. No, I'm not talking about the elephant, the one plant sticking through the wall like their graphics. I'm not talking about that, although that is one. But that's not the main, elephant in the Bethesda office. Yeah, that's not it. It's 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 Elder Scrolls Blades. Hi folks, backwards compatible dad here once again, and I just want to do this quick video on this particular game, or at least my like-hate relationship with this game called Elder Scrolls Blades. Now, as you know, this has been out a while, last couple of years or whatever, but yeah, I have a well, it's a like-hate relationship. I do not love this game. I like this game, but I do not love it. And most of the time, I hate it, like a lot of people do. And well, not only that, I think I might have got the last Blades t-shirt off of the Bethesda shop site because I looked on there like a day after or so, and this was no longer available. They had them on sale like for $5.99, and only available maybe in small and extra large. So maybe I myself and somebody else bought them out finally on this. But yeah, I want to go over this game a little bit and give some of my thoughts on it. And anybody that starts off playing this game is probably going to have quite a bit of fun with it, however many, the first however many hours they get it going, and, you get to rebuild your town. You got all this cool stuff going, and it's great. You get to do all these different missions and stuff, and you get started on it. You get a good flow going, you think it's going to be okay. Yeah. Then you hit that paywall.
Now, I think it was maybe about back in 2018 at E3 that this game was introduced, at least I think. And Todd Howard, I remember him being out there and talking about, he mentioned this new game called Elder Scrolls Blades, and he said it's going to be free. And, the minute I heard free, I thought, oh, wow, this is going to be awesome. We're getting an Elder Scrolls game that you can download free on your phone and eventually, Switch. Well, time went on, and I don't know, we didn't hear anything about it, but, we got so hyped up, and I think, all of us were kind of like the Israelites, waiting on Moses to come down from the mountains to deliver a big message, when we see Todd Howard. It's just kind of like Moses. But yeah, we get all this hype, and then time went on, and I heard absolutely nothing about this game. Then I started to hear things in 2019. Really didn't, I realized by then, though, when it did drop, that I did not have a new enough phone to play this game on. So it wasn't until last year, in 2021, that I got my first Nintendo Switch, and I downloaded this immediately and got into it. And everything was going along fine. I was liking the content, the story. I was not too crazy about the combat. And, I just don't like any combat where it locks you in and, you're taking turns hitting each other. I just don't like that. But at the same time, I realized that this was a free game, and I knew it was going to have its limitations. But, I had fun at it, And then I noticed the missions started to get a little bit harder each time and very quickly. It was 4 skulls instead of 3. Things got harder. I couldn't do as much. As I started rebuilding my town, the houses got more expensive. I needed more gems. I needed more gold. I needed this and that. And it just wasn't happening for me. Now, I will say believe it or not, I was liking this game better than another free game that Bethesda gave to us from the Fallout side, Fallout Shelter. I do not like any game like Fallout Shelter that plays and keeps going in the background. And when I would get back into it later, I would, find everybody in my vault dead from either a Deathclaw attack or raiders. To me, that's just stupid. I hate any game that runs in the background like that. To me, it's just pointless. Thankfully, Blades does not do that. And I wondered about that. I thought, oh man, am I going to get back into this game at some point and come back and I'm going to see, oh, the Bloodfall Queen has attacked again, or a dragon's come by or whatever, and the town is all destroyed again and I've got to rebuild. No. That doesn't happen. So that's one thing I do like about it. But yes, the most annoying thing, as everybody knows, is the giant paywall that you do hit when suddenly, you do not have enough gems anymore, and things get too expensive. You keep hitting these purchase things. You can't. The missions are too difficult. You just can't move ahead. You cannot get through the next mission to unlock the next mission, and that's where it starts to get annoying. And that's where you get turned off, turn the game off, and take a big hiatus from it for a while. But even despite that paywall, I did notice that each time, no matter how many times I was getting killed, I could at least, each time I went over and over on the same mission, I was at least progressing in the level and, moving up. And not that that helps much if you can't get to the next area where you need to go or unlock the next quest, but at the same time, at least you do move up in a level. But it's still annoying because you just can't move ahead enough. And in the end, the biggest task of this game ends up being you wanting to see if you can break that paywall. And I ended up kind of picturing myself like Andy from The Shawshank Redemption. I would be gradually, chipping away at the wall little by little with my little rock hammer, which is my switch, and then I would be going outside and, dumping some of the debris and pebbles out every time I went out while nobody was looking. Bethesda would never notice. And I just kept thinking to myself, surely, if I keep going over and over on this one mission and keep killing these enemies and keep fighting them over and over, at some point I'm going to get very lucky and, be able to get through this, unlock the next mission, and just, and it just usually doesn't happen, and I keep dying. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm just like Andy, crawling through that tunnel out of prison, trying to escape out of there. And I just think, finally, am I going to be able to get way up there to the next level and, unlock these other missions eventually, someday. And then I'll finally be free, and I will have broken that paywall that Bethesda set up. And, probably not going to be able to do that. I seriously doubt it. So in the end, I think Bethesda just has set up a game here that is free, that you can play a little while, but it's just that too many people get tired of this too fast, and it's one of those games you just don't stick with. You trail off, you go do other things, things where you can actually move ahead, and then you finally go back to it here and there saying, all right, I'm going to try it again, try it a few times, get killed again, try the same mission about 20 more times, and then you're tired, and then you quit. You know the story. I mean, heck, I even tried brewing a ton of potions, potions of healing, and that really didn't even help because eventually I spent so much money on those and ran out of ingredients like garlic. And of course, to get more garlic, you got to go out on the missions and do more missions, but you can't get through the missions unless you've got the healing potions to save yourself from getting killed. And yeah,
So yeah, that's my take on Elder Scrolls Blades. It is what it is. It's a free game that you download to your Switch or your mobile device, or phone, and I guess it's just kind of expected. But I think sometimes, why didn't Bethesda just make a cheaper pay game and not have so many things to buy constantly throughout this thing just to move forward? But that's not going to happen. That's always the catch with these games: free, and it's not free. The download is free, the rest is not, eventually. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments about this game. I'm sure most people hate it, but with me, it's a like-hate relationship. But this has been Backwards Compatible Dad. If you like this video, please hit like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Live large or die trying.